You're listening to Thoughtful Wellness Revolution with Zara and Hien, where we believe wellness isn't wellness if it's just for you. Today, you're listening to a preview of a bonus episode. Before we get started, remember to give us a 5-star rating and review. Let's get into it.
Is there anything that we as BIPOC folks should know about getting our stories out into the publishing industry?
I think before you publish, I always think you need to have the understanding of what you really want. So anytime you go into a traditional publishing setting, I don't care if it's Hay House, Sounds True, or one of the big five that have a spiritual imprint, you are going to have to trade off in that. You're going to have to trade off some identity. You're going to have to trade off the feeling and the intention somewhat of what you've put to ground. Like this is a huge trade-off in the industry. And it goes beyond BIPOC, by the way, but I will just say, I feel like for us, it might feel a bit more personal, because of the systemic issues that we're up against all the time, that it feels even more like you're ripping away, like the one thing I've got, at this point. So a lot of times when it's traditional publishing, it's like, and also be prepared that you are going to get a lower offer or a lower advance than other people will. And I'm not talking about, Row House Pub. I'm not talking about Spirit Bound Press that's coming up or other imprints that I'm just not aware of yet. And, y'all let me know out in the universe, like who I'm, because I need to expand my knowledge base too. I'm trying to understand who's where and doing what. But traditional publishing is a very old system. And it's not, and I'm not sharing that to depress you about it. It's just antiquated and they're just toxic in general. And they treat their artists just like musicians get treated by the music industry. You get pennies on a dollar. It's your art. So it's really difficult for me to sing the praises of traditional publishing houses, especially the older ones. I'm more team self-publishing for a lot of reasons, because you wind up anyway as a newer author having to promote yourself and market yourself. And actually, when you do a book proposal, which I just wrote a book on, I'm in the midst of getting it edited on how to write a book proposal. It is, I don't even know what to tell you. It's such a laborious process, and they want you to have such an existing audience that you're like, you can get to a point, depending on what your platform looks like, of going, well, why am I talking to you? And so again, if you go to a traditional publisher, you got to be aware of all these things. And you're really there because you want their distribution model. You want their access point to potentially, have a farther reach, but they're not going to super promote your book. Like those kind of lies or those misconceptions, we just need to bring them down to ground. They're just myths. They're not operating like that anymore, those big publishing houses. I mean, who have you seen? And also, look, I'm sorry, I'm going in now because we're on one. The the New York Times bestseller list. Can we talk about what a garbage heap that is? It's lie, right? It's lies. It's lie. People don't know it. They don't know it's a lie. There's so many pre-orders. There's so much bogusness going on in the background. Y'all, they are doing, because you have to have 10,000 to 20,000 orders in week one. And so what these authors are doing that have bigger audiences and these publishing houses that know, that's what pre-orders are for. So if you really love an author and they say pre-order, that's what it's for, is to get them on these bestseller lists. And it's not about you wrote the novel that's going to change the rotation of the planet. It's that you were able to get enough people to buy into your book before it actually came to market. And that's the reality.
Wow. So basically, I just need, publishing is now being the medicine man and trying to deliver something and get results of something before you've even created it or put it out for everyone, which is annoying. Sorry, Hien.
No, I'm just like, wow. Okay, first of all, I mean, It's kind of like the whole validation thing where I knew there was probably something with the New York Times whatever list that's kind of like, I don't really know if it's really all it's cracked out to be, but I guess you just confirmed it and validated that for me as well. I think that's so interesting.
Thank you for listening to the Thoughtful Wellness Revolution podcast. For the full episode and more bonus content, you can go to thoughtfulwellnessrevolution.substack.com and subscribe for only $5 a month.